Is this thing on?
Oh my god.
TBT.
Yeah, throwback to last year.
So, hello guys, this is Coffee with Crachel. I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris.
And today's episode happens to be uploaded on a random day if you happen to notice.
Yeah, you might be wondering, if you don't follow us on the other social medias, why this episode is on Tuesday instead of Sunday.
Well, today marks 1 year that we have been doing this podcast.
Wow, this trash is still around.
I know! That fucking meme with the gold trash bag.
Oh, I love that new meme. It's
That's
fantastic.
Absolutely our podcast.
Yes.
I would definitely say that.
Yeah, it's been a year, August 2nd. It's wild that it's been a year. Holy shit.
We're going to be playing some clips from the very first episode of Coffee with
Clip
Rachel.
show!
It's a clip show.
God.
Just like just the beginning, so you guys can hear where we once were, you know? But before we get into that, I just want to say, like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we started this off, we're going to talk a little bit more about, like, starting this off and everything, but, like, we never expected this level of support, this level of people enjoying the
community.
show. Yeah.
Literally,
honestly,
a community.
Out of all of the things that either of us has ever done online, this is the most concrete, like, inclusive community of just, like, awesome people.
So much communication, so much fun. I feel like it's just we're such a fun group, and we have so many plans, which is what we also want to talk about in this episode, for what we plan on doing in the future, especially with, like, community organization.
Yeah.
Just because it's become like a little family that listens to this, and I've been on YouTube for like 6 years, and I mean, the people that have commented on all those videos and things like that, like, I'm sure a lot of people are coming from, YouTube and everything, but, like, it's just never felt so, I don't know, like, I genuinely just feel so connected to everyone that listens. It's, I don't know, it's just great. So I've really been enjoying myself, which is why I've kind of moved my focus to the podcast other than my YouTube channel.
Yeah, who would have known that we could make something like this out of, us psychoanalyzing our cats and taking quizzes and stuff?
Like, I just didn't think that it would honestly go anywhere because
it's long form. That's the main reason why I didn't think it was going to take off.
Yeah. And everybody says, I'm so used to the way that YouTube videos are, which is so different from podcasts, and, like, you're relying on visuals anyway, but, like, just everyone's like, keep it under 6 minutes, and this is like, keep it under 6 hours. Not really, but it's insane, and I just love everyone that listens so much because you guys just, like, are so great and make us laugh every fucking day. We're constantly talking about you guys, like, it's a mess, sending each other, like, screenshots of the weird shit you guys tweet us, the weird questions you guys have to ask, like,
it's great. We love it so much.
By the way, the coffee that we have right now, I'm really, really enjoying.
Yeah,
so
let's talk about that
this?
Before we get in further. This is from Tara. It's from Washington. This is the
local
Turning Point Coffee House Roast. It's from Oroville, Washington.
Okay.
Fresh roasted by High Mountain Farm. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's
very
organic.
rustic bag.
Yes.
Very, like, it's farm to table. Local coffee. It's really delicious, though.
You might hear a little bit later on, too. We've been saying farm to table, GMO, stupid shit like that this entire time.
Yeah,
I didn't know we started that joke.
Let's honestly play the clip right now of just the very first, like, minute of the very first episode of Coffee with Crachel. Wow, is this thing on?
That was the lamest way to introduce our first podcast ever.
Well, I mean, what else are you supposed to do when we're not skilled enough yet to have a jazzy song intro like everybody else's podcasts?
We will definitely have one of those jazzy intros sometime soon. We just wanted to get this first podcast episode up there, and so if anybody would like to actually make a submission for what they think would be a good introduction to the show, because honestly,
that would be so nice.
That would be really nice, and I have zero musical talent, so I would not be able to come up with any sort of introduction to this. I don't know, I feel like that's just not our forte.
I feel like it needs a heavy jazz undertone to really set off, like, the way that this podcast is going to sound, I feel like that'll really set the mood for us.
Everybody's got like a little musical bit at the beginning of their show, so
that's definitely gonna happen, guys. But what are you listening to right now? You're probably like, I did not sign up for this. Well, you are listening to Coffee with Crachel. I'm Rachel.
And I am Chris.
Whoa, that was professional.
Oh my god.
So, welcome to our first podcast. Obviously, we have all of our shit together for this.
We definitely do. We have our microphone stacked on a pile of books.
Oh my god.
We are all ready to go with this first show.
We definitely could invest in some sort of mic stand operation, but I think it's our wholesome, humble beginnings that really give this like a locally grown, farm-to-table podcast.
This is all natural, vegan, gluten-free banter that you're about to experience right
There's
now.
no GMOs in this banter.
Oh my god.
That was something.
When we listened to that, we were just like, so much is exactly the fucking same. However, so much has changed too.
Yeah, we're
just your job, like.
Yeah, it's wild, like me introducing myself in that clip as working for Xbox, because I knew at that point that I was losing my job.
Yeah, I remember
contemplating, like, should I introduce myself as that, because I know I'm losing this.
Because we were like, all right, the first episode of our podcast, most of the people that are listening are probably coming from, like, where we've already had established followings. But we knew that, like, new people might come in, listen to the first episode and be like, who the fuck are these people? And so I remember me and Chris were talking. We were like, all right, well, your job right now is a little under fire.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want to, like, say is your career? And, oh, man.
I just did it, and then I knew I would just, like, go later on and explain what was going on. And you guys all followed along on that journey.
Yeah, his whole career journey. I mean, I feel like you guys are following our careers since, 2010.
Yeah,
if you've
honestly.
been knowing of us that long. Because, I mean, it's been a ride.
Yeah.
Where haven't Chris worked?
Where haven't I worked? It's a great question.
It really
I've
is.
been around the board.
But yeah.
So, I was going to ask, or just, like, talk a little bit about, like, why we wanted to do this.
We just really wanted, like, a new side project. I had been doing YouTube, for, like, 5-ish years.
Yeah, it was about 5 by that point, getting up to 5 years.
Yeah, and it's like I just wanted something fresh to be doing with my time outside of YouTube, like just something new to tackle, because I feel like for so much of my life I was focused on half YouTube, half like school.
Yes.
And then when school was done, it was like all I had was YouTube, and I was like, I feel like I need more than just YouTube to get by. Like, I don't plan on only being on one platform ever. I just kind of want to be everywhere. I want to be up your ass. Like,
yeah, you cannot turn any corner without seeing Ruble.
Yeah, that's basically what I like. I just want to. I need to be stimulated from all angles, okay, in order for me to keep myself motivated, because like I'm a genuinely sad bitch. So it's like I need a lot to like keep me going. And the podcast was just an idea that we had tossed around because Chris and I have stupid, weird conversations all the time. We're like, wow, maybe we should record these, or is this really fucking stupid?
Yeah, so it was kind of like a pet project, like, are people going to enjoy these random conversations that we have? Because, like, we have these conversations, we would be having these just to ourselves.
I know.
Before this show. So, like, it's just like we're recording a stalking.
Yeah, now we just have other people adding to the conversation by asking things and, like, bringing things up.
Great.
And, yeah, like, I mean, I definitely think it's still fucking niche. And, like, you have to like me and Chris to even fucking listen to this. Like, I totally understand that.
I'm still shocked, like, whenever I see somebody letting us know that, like, they just found the show and they didn't know us.
And they just liked it. That's the ultimate compliment for me.
Yeah, because it's like, you can like us without knowing us from the other shit. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But, I don't know. Like, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah,
though.
I didn't know either. And, like, you guys know, I tried to do YouTube. That's where Chris Considers came from, and I kind of did not go through with that because, like, while I was starting jobs, and I didn't want to continue doing it while I was doing other jobs, get in trouble possibly, and also, like...
True.
I don't know. I never really got into it. I realized that I do not like the short form. I just like want to have a platform. I wanted to have a platform where I could like say my thoughts on things and stuff, but I don't want to concise them, like put them down into one punchy little video.
For me, I think I prefer long form, but at the end of the day, like a snappy, kind of weird. Like I love our CoffeeWithChrachel Cooks videos because they're just weird, but I feel like they're still helpful. And like that, I feel like only translate obviously like on a video, you know? And like eventually I would love to have like a show, you know what I mean? Like I always knew that like I wanted a show, but this is like my show right now because it's long form. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I also wanted to do it to help further with like my speaking abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like it's definitely helped in that regard.
Girl, like I just picture you in my earlier videos.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was even like a little bit myself uncomfortable, but yeah. And
I just remember like back when we first got the first HD camera and we filmed the boyfriend tag, and it was just like that was something else.
I know, we look really good in that video. But it's just like everyone that has been watching those videos, I feel like got to see you evolve. And like I remember I would get comments, people like didn't think you liked me just because of how off you were on camera, just because you weren't comfortable. And I remember it would call our relationship into question and shit. And then like slowly you've just gotten more and more into it. And like now, I mean, you could talk over me. You could have an own video on my channel. I feel like people would be like, oh, okay, it's Chris's day.
It's definitely helped me when I'm like featured in one of your videos too.
Oh
like,
yeah,
going along.
You like you don't even need direction anymore or anything. You're just like doing it. And that's why the podcast is chill too, because we wanted to just be like a conversation. Obviously, there shouldn't be any like weirdness in a normal conversation that we're having. So we hope that vibe comes across. Because that's, I mean, I'm sitting right now on the couch. Like I really need to take a shower. I mean, this is the vibe. This is the absolute vibe.
Yeah, and we also like. We did vlogging a while ago on your channel. Word vomits, you know, bantan, all that joy. Like that was an era. And
that was like, okay, first of all, I was in the worst mental health state of my entire life during that era, and I was like, let's daily vlog. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Like, weekly, but it was like I was filming every day and then putting it all into 1 week. Yeah. And this was at my most vulnerable period because I was so depressed. Yeah. And that was when I first reached out to a therapist. And like I can't believe, and I got so much shit because as soon as you start daily vlogging, you allow like too many nosy people into your life, and they go at it. You know, like that's just what fucking happens. And I was like, enough. And now I do it on the podcast. And
this is just like it's such a special way of doing that, though. I think like
I like it because I get to really like I share a lot, but I share exactly what I want to be shared. And
and it's kind of like just like we reflect back on like the things that we have been doing or are going to do, and not like just filming in that moment, which is also nice because we don't have to pull out a camera at every moment of our life to document something. We can just reflect on it or talk.
That's what Snapchat's for, TBH.
Yeah, I'll just exactly. Snapchat is for that.
And then she's gone the next day, and it was like, okay, just like me, like my memory. Like that's exactly what happens. I had a day, and then I forgot that I took the only snaps I save are of the cats, TBH.
Oh yeah.
Because I gotta, you know, those I can't let them go.
Precious moments.
Sometimes I just have my camera like I'm ready to snap myself, and then they do something, and I'm like, it's time.
It is time.
It's amazing.
But I realized that we never did a coffee fact.
Oh, do we have one today?
I do have one here.
Well, what is she?
This is there is a specific coffee flavor language. The Specialty Coffee Association of America created a flavor wheel that roasters use when assessing the characteristics and defects of specific coffees, ranging from positive associations like apricot or baker's chocolate to negative ones like concrete or straw.
Concrete?
Who has tasted the concrete to know that is the flavor profile you're getting? I've definitely tasted like a straw. Like,
I don't even know what that means. Like, do they mean like straw, not like plastic straw?
No, not a plastic straw. Like fucking hay.
Like, I mean, because like sometimes I'm using a straw. Like, what do they mean? Well, shit, concrete. I mean, that's a pretty industrial cup, if you ever asked me.
I pulled up a picture of the wheel and like
the wheel.
The wheel.
Here we are, wheel.
Like, look at this thing. I'll post it on the Twitter.
Oh my god,
it's so intense.
Talk about layers. Yeah, we'll definitely have to tweet this.
Berry, fruity, floral, sugar.
We should make a compilation clip of every time I said we should tweet that, and I fucking don't.
That's honestly like just a factor of the show.
It's
like,
because I say it and I have every intention to, and then we start talking about aliens, and then it's gone. Like, I'm sorry.
The aliens are taking the memory.
I wish I had like someone that just always could like write that down every time I say that, and that person should be me. But I mean, I can't hold a pen during this podcast.
God, we can't
You would
take a
hear
break,
the
guys.
cap.
Yes,
Be problematic. We have to be like so silent when we record this, though. Like, how many times I have like fucked up my stomach from holding in farts.
Oh my god, yeah, holy shit.
You'd think because I just don't trust like myself or Chris to edit them out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't trust that we'll remember to do that, and we won't really see a big spike.
Yeah, and oh man.
Sometimes when we want to cut something, I start yelling.
Yeah, you're like, cut it.
I start just like screaming, cut, so that you can see it when we're editing, like a big spike. You'll never hear that because that would be annoying as fuck.
No.
But yeah, we are going to play some of our lost tapes too that we've always talked about, where we tried to like test the microphone in the beginning.
Yeah, I thought there was a little bit more than what we have, but it's a minute or so of us just having a conversation, testing out the microphone, and here it is.
So should I just leave the cup?
Yeah, you
here?
can just leave that out there, and I'm gonna unplug this.
Do you need this?
Yeah, I need some cream
Do
air.
you know what? I can't see.
That's good. You can't reach it.
I'm not strong enough. Oh. Do not do that in the video, though.
No.
Here, give me something to put it down on so it's not loud.
Yeah, these little things, perfect.
We need those cork ones. You cannot do that during the podcast. You have to turn the light off.
Do what during the podcast?
Fart.
That was not a fart, that was my chair. Okay, that's enough recording.
So, at what age did you discover that you were a booble snoot?
Oh my god, every time you ask me this question. So I think when I first discovered I was a booble snoot, I'd have to say that it was when I got a pumpkin spice latte and I unlocked it from the store, and it was very embarrassing.
That's so funny. I'm just testing my laughter. Yeah, so that's an inside look. I don't know.
That was something.
I don't like it. Just kidding. Yeah, we should have like maybe maked. Oh my god!
Here we
Who
go.
Gave me a podcast. Yeah, I'm at the what was the one that I said? Windu.
Yes.
Windu, and there was one other one. I mean, I know you got Flashlight.
Yeah.
But we should make a folder of like all of the weird shit that we edit out of the podcast.
Oh,
like when Lila starts using the litter box.
Yeah.
Oh man, anytime like a plane is gonna crash, I swear.
When a vacuum is outside, like
a vacuum outside.
a vacuum outside our fucking door.
Oh, true. There's a lot of lawn mowing that happens.
Yes.
A lot of that one dog that does sound like he's dying. One day we will capture that dog. I don't think we've ever gotten him on the podcast.
No.
I think I would leave
love
it in.
him as a special guest.
I would literally cut in a warning though, because it would be such a high shrill. It sounds
it
like
would be
he's
upsetting.
dying. So I would put, but it's totally normal. Have we talked about this? There's this one dog at like 2 a.m. He sounds like he's being attacked, and it's like every night it scares us and we jump out of our skin, but then we immediately start laughing because it's just like, oh, there's that old dog.
It's charming now.
I just remembered that when we first started the show, that was in our old apartment. And it was like the worst time to try and start a show because they were literally building like the biggest skyscraper right outside of our building.
I know.
And like that was part of our problem was like we had to wait until like
really late at night
for them to be done doing shit. The porta potties, remember the porta potty?
I can't believe we didn't even like think about that before going in. Like both of our jobs at the time really just required us to have silence, and we lived next to like a 40-story building being built.
God.
I mean, yeah, we've changed locations on this podcast. Oh my god, so in the last apartment, there was this thing in the wall that we might have talked about that made like this
Oh my god, yeah.
obnoxious ticking noise that was like really loud.
It was supposed to be like a timer for like the lights or something like that.
But it never worked, and you couldn't get it to like stop making the noise.
Yeah.
And so we like cut it open, and we pushed it even farther back into the wall before we started recording the podcast so that you guys couldn't hear it, but you could still, like, faintly hear it in the beginning.
If you, like, actually knew what to look for and, like, paid attention, you could, like,
in the
pick
background.
it up. Yeah.
If you're wearing headphones, probably, or something.
Mm-hmm.
So when we moved to this apartment and we were, like, in here for a moment, we were just, like, listening. We were like, oh, my God. Like, there's no just, like, ticking noise in the wall.
It's, like, silent in here.
Yeah,
it's
you just
fantastic.
hear the fridge humming.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah. And Lila screaming.
That was back when, like, we just had the one little recorder box and we propped it up on some books.
Yeah.
That's how all of our projects start. Your camera, when you first started YouTube, was just propped up on books. It was your laptop
Yeah,
first.
I would literally put my laptop on a bunch of books and then
DVDs.
Yeah. And now I had, because I had a certain amount of DVDs and I knew it was like 7 DVDs was the perfect height. And I had it on my plastic little, like, 3-drawer thing from Target for, like, a dorm room, like the purple thing. And oh my God, that was how everything began. A stack of books. Speaking of books, I know that you got The Cursed Child in the mail today.
Yes, I did. I am so excited to start reading that. Have not started yet.
Are you going to start tonight while I play Sims?
Yeah, I'll probably start later tonight.
It's a great time. He doesn't actually have to play Sims. Because I'm too meticulous. Like, he gets really bored because I'm, like, agonizing over 2 fridges for 45 minutes.
I know.
Let's be honest. That happens.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm really excited, though, to...
Newest Harry Potter book in, like, what?
I honestly forget when Deathly Hallows came out.
The book?
Yeah.
It's been a while, though. Wasn't it, like, 19 years?
Oh, no, it's not been that long.
Okay, whatever.
That's the story. That's how long it's been in the story.
Oh, I was straight up being like, oh my God, it's been 19 years since I got a new book.
Oh my God.
I'm such an idiot. Oh my God, I should have realized. Didn't the last book come out when we were in high school?
Yeah.
19 years ago, I graduated high school.
Wow, high school was so long ago.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh man.
Shit. We were actually talking about our high school reunions because they're gonna, like, if they do 10-year reunions,
they'll be in 2020, right?
Yeah, it's honestly so convenient that we graduated on the 2010 because like it's so easy to remember when the anniversaries are going to be of that.
Yeah.
But if they do a 10-year anniversary, I think we're going to go back 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be so stoned. Like, there's no way I am getting through that without at least some drinks in me.
God.
Like, there's no way.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yours will be great, though. I can't wait to go to yours. I'll have a blast.
It'll be very interesting. Yeah.
I just want to see, like, some teachers. Do teachers go to that shit?
I'm assuming they do.
Right? Hope they're all alive.
I'm interested to
not that much older than
meet
me.
some of the people that you went to school with, too.
That I've talked about, yeah. Yeah. I'm interested to see what's up, you know, who's what's up.
Oh my God.
But also, can we really just talk about Food Network Star for a moment? Because they did pick the winner.
That's over.
And if I had to choose one person out of the whole season, it would have been Anna, who was the Real Housewife. She was my favorite, but Sergey was still good, you know?
Yeah.
And I loved that the last 2, like the final 2 contestants were both black, so that's pretty lit for Food Network.
Fantastic.
And, oh my God, you know what? It's the second year in a row that a black person has won. Because Eddie fucking, what's his face? Eddie Jackson.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he's fine, too. But his...
what was it, like Thanksgiving at Bobby's or something like
that?
Yeah,
he's so cute. Like, I love when they do those shows, though, when they have, like, a holiday.
I can't wait for the holidays for those episodes.
I know, yeah. So, yeah, Sergey won, and so that's cool. I was still, like, sad about Anna, because I feel like her show would have just been, like, really watchable for me.
It'd
like,
been like Sandra Lee, but, you know,
amped
a little bit,
up,
yeah,
and with better food.
Yep.
Because that was the thing, was, like, her food was the best.
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody that's like Cuban food on the Food Network. Is there
Not
anybody
that
specifically
I can think
Cuban?
Of. No. And hers would have been like saucy. Oh man, because she's just like, she was talking about her tits constantly, and like that's the kind of entertainment I want on the Food Network. You know what I mean? Like, I want someone like me on the Food Network, a little raunchy. They don't have anyone on the Food Network that's like a little bit like, I don't know, raunchy, honestly.
Spicy.
A little bit, yeah. Just like a tiny little bit, you know? Because I know they have to keep it light because it is so family-oriented. But, you know, it's fine.
It was an interesting season, though. I don't know if I was the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the kids one, though.
Yeah.
They're doing a kids one, and a YouTuber that I watch, Donal Skian, I believe his name is. He's like the fucking host. and that's pretty
gonna
lit.
be interesting.
And then Hannah's getting her show. Like, it's crazy.
What do they win? Like, the kids.
I hope they win.
Are they going
like,
to the New York Food and Wine Festival? Like,
no, I hope they win like a scholarship to like a culinary
yo,
school.
that's probably true. But then
I
why do they
hope-
call it Food Network Star?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
don't
they'll
know.
go on to have. Wouldn't you watch a kid on the Food Network? I know I hate kids, but like kids that can cook,
Yeah.
I like. Because that was
$90
me.
million cook-off.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're so right.
See? Right there.
Let's all bring it back to Disney Channel original movies.
It always comes back.
It does.
So, talking about like how it's been a year, obviously we're keeping going, guys. It's not over.
It's over. Oh, we probably should have said something like that. We should have been
Hey
like, all right,
guys, thanks for tuning in.
the
It was a
year's up.
project.
This was a project. It's done now.
This was a social experiment.
Oh my god. No, but we're going to continue. We do it 2 times a week too. We didn't even start out doing that. I
Yeah.
don't know what we were doing in the beginning.
We were just doing one a week.
Yeah, it wasn't enough.
Yeah. But we just, we're going to fill it up every day.
Yeah, we'll
What
be
if
like
we came in,
Shonda
we're like, we're going to be
for
on
the
every day of
podcast.
the week.
Yeah,
Fuck, that would be
we
so
own
many.
Thursdays. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so in the future, I mean, we really just want to. We're working on a new website actually, and so we want to make it like obviously better looking. And
Yeah, like the one that's there, I just threw it together to like kind
just
of
whipped it up.
have a place that was there with the information.
Yeah.
It's very basic though.
But we wanted to amp that up, and we want to add some sort of message boards to it so
Yeah.
that we can have like discussion about like whatever the episode is. Like, I don't know if you guys want to discuss it, but like other things too.
I feel like that would just really amp up the family feeling we got around here.
Yeah,
when
'cause,
you
like-
hear your family.
But like honestly, the thing that makes me happiest is when I see that like people are becoming friends just through listening to the show. Like that just makes my whole fucking day, because I mean that's how I want it to be. Like
Yeah, exactly. Like we want the friendships and the community to continue even when we're not like doing something
actively
right
doing
there.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you guys can, like, be chilling and hanging out on the message boards or whatever and just having a good night, like, just talking, I just think that's, like, so nice.
That's
and I
like
hope
throwing it back to like early internet days, not early internet days, but like
early for me.
early for us internet days, just being
Message
on
boards
message
was
boards.
all I was on.
Yeah, right.
And
That
it's
was
just so
nice.
fun. It's so fun. And, like, it just makes it very retro. And it'll also help when we organize, because we are absolutely going to be doing the Secret Santa this year. Now that we've
Yeah.
had plenty of time to, like, plan
Honestly,
and think
start
about it.
planning that really soon.
Yeah, because that's, we would probably start sending out information about that in November.
Probably even October.
Yeah. So it's going to be serious.
Yeah.
Not serious Santa.
Oh my god.
But we're really excited about it because I think it's going to be super fun, and I
For
hope
all,
everybody has a
like-
good experience. That's like, you kind of have to trust everyone, but
Yeah, I mean, like, we're a binge joke community. I think we can trust each
yeah,
other here.
I feel like we're all going to be giving out each other, good gifts. Like, good
Yeah.
fun. We're going to make the price limit though very cheap though. Mm-hmm. We don't want it to be like you can't participate unless you have like $30. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it'll just be fun though. Like, we get to try all these different coffees that you guys send us from all over the place,
Yeah.
and all over this town.
All over this town.
Like, that would be interesting to like give you guys the opportunity to do that too. Was just like trading with somebody.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be coffee. It can just be like whatever
Yeah.
you guys feel is appropriate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've been working on that and like other things. We really want to organize meetups, but that just like has a little bit more of logistics that need to be worked out.
Yeah,
Because that requires like
definitely.
travel and security. So that's that, but
Yeah, I know somebody has actually asked us about like doing a meetup for the show in Seattle, and like that's the thing, is a security thing right now.
Yeah.
We got to figure that out before we do a meetup.
yeah.
Not that we don't trust you guys.
Yeah, no, I just don't trust randoms.
Yeah,
like, I just
exactly.
don't. I mean, we live in a world where I can't trust anyone. Sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we definitely want to keep doing shit like that, and we want to hear your feedback too, like what you guys want to hear on the show, like what you guys want us to be doing more of, like if you guys like the more funny episodes, if you like the more serious episodes, if you think we should do like full episodes that are just advice questions, or
Yeah.
full episodes that are just like nostalgia train, like we want to know you guys just let us know, our email, coffeewithchrachel@gmail.com, Twitter, wherever you guys
Patrons,
can reach us.
You can message us on Patreon.
Exactly. Just leave a fucking comment on one of our posts and just let us know. Give us any feedback because we'd love to hear it and make this show something that you guys can look forward to 2 times a week.
Yeah.
That's the goal, really.
Eventually, in the future, there's not any definite plans, but, we want to go on tour with the show.
Yeah. So we can do them, live and then have, live questions and have it be at, a coffee place. That's our goal. It's definitely a lofty one, in my opinion. But, hey, maybe we'll be, laughing at this a year later and we've already been on tour.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but, you
honestly,
never know.
the position we're in right now, this would have been a lofty goal to me.
Where we are,
a year ago. So
I agree.
Who knows what can happen?
Who knows? Is that a little motivation Monday for y'all?
Oh my God, it's Tuesday.
Well, not when I'm recording this, so eat my ass. All right. Well, I think we should get into some questions.
Yes, definitely. So let me get our devices.
Yeah.
All right, so I have loaded up the Patreon page. Get some Patreon questions here. First one is from Danielle.
All right.
Early congratulations on the first anniversary, CoffeeWithChrachel. Thank you. Do y'all have a favorite episode of the podcast from this past year, and have there been any lessons y'all have learned from having the podcast?
Ooh,
Let's do the first part. I just remember from titles. I just remember Lilac and Chunk Trotter.
Was a good one.
That was a good one. Also,
I like the episode where we did binge time at the park, and that whole episode was lit. I don't remember how baked I was in it or something. But, I just remember the whole episode was really fun to record, and then we had a super fun time at binge time afterwards.
Yeah.
And also the one with Tonjas will always hold a special place.
Think of that. Yeah, the chutney.
Yeah, just because we got to talk about Food Network in depth, and that's what I want.
With the sexual undertone.
Yeah, and that's really what I want.
Yeah.
That's really what you want.
Oh, fuck. All right, next.
What was the second half of that question?
Oh, yeah. Any lessons that we have learned?
I don't know. I guess I learned how much coffee fucks with my sleep and how I have to be careful.
Yeah.
That is actually, just because we record at weird times, sometimes we have the coffee and we're like, we'll be fine, but then it's not. So I've learned that I should chill.
Get a hashtag deep on everybody. The lessons I think we've both learned is that, you don't know something could be successful until you try.
Yeah.
We did not know.
This was going to be a hobby. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still a hobby, TBH. It's still on that feeling.
Yeah, but, it's definitely way more of a show as well.
It's like
way
a
more than I
passion
ever...
project.
Yeah. And we are both very passionate about this project.
Yeah. And you're right. We definitely didn't have any expectations, and so it just happened, and then we got to be really happy, so that's kind of cool. Have no expectations.
Yeah, right?
That's a good lesson to learn.
Okay, the next question here is from Beth. So she said, not sure if this has been covered in previous podcasts, but any thoughts on how the kind of specific vocabulary and linguistics you use in the show affects you and your listeners after a year? Like, for example, who is she in the classic binge vocab? Sometimes I use phrases used in hearing your show IRL,
God.
And after getting a look, I realize it's kind of more of a local diction than used here than elsewhere, if that makes sense. I totally get that.
Has there been someone in linguistics that studied internet communities and their dialects?
Yo, honestly, that would be a great communications study.
See, this is when I was in the one class in communications, the one that I had to take with Spicer. I cannot remember the course name. We had to do a social media related communications project where we were just researching it, and his was his whole dissertation as a teacher was the communication that happens in the words with friends chat. When you're just playing Scrabble with someone.
And you don't even think about that, when you use that, but...
I mean, I guess people are using it a lot, too, and he did a whole thing on that, and that's how he got, his degree and everything, or his master's or whatever. That was, the project, and I would totally do something like that, about internet communities, because it's so true. They're all just a bunch of, little inside jokes, but then we're reaching more than just, a couple friends.
Exactly.
And then people start saying it in their circle, and then all of their friends say it, too. And then it's just, we're just a bunch of people saying, who is she? And no one will ever know who she is. And so...
I think of another one that has, really... specific vocabulary and stuff is Bunny, Graveyard Girl.
Yes.
She has so many jokes and so many just
community
like
words.
Yeah. That they just have. And it's like, that's something that I really think has really built our community here, is like we have this weird ass vocabulary of sayings, and
we have a couple of inside jokes that really stuck that we use a lot. Like, I can't tell you how many times I get tagged, and like anytime you guys find the word robust on a package or a sauce, it tends to be sauce.
Nuance, robust, binge.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, all right, I gotta tone down the amount of times that I say it, so I try to do that, but like, I mean, it still comes across because it's still just like,
it's not like you were forcing it ever. It's like you used that word.
She's coming. I mean, I got Who Is She probably from Tumblr, because people would like post photos of like cats with like sunglasses on, and they'd be like, "Who is she?" You know what
exactly.
I mean? And that's where that came from. But yeah, it just kind of keeps sticking.
It just evolved into whatever the fuck this is.
She's stuck.
All right, so are you seeing any questions on Twitterino?
So we got, did Chris Considers and Rachel Whiters ever figure out that quints are 5 babies? Yeah, we got dragged through the mud.
Yeah.
We were thinking it was 8. I think we were just scared.
We don't know. We just assumed the worst.
It is 5, by the way, so 5 babies.
Yes.
At once, though.
That's still too many.
Still too many.
That's a lot.
She's gotta stop. What was the hardest things for each of you to compromise on? I guess if in terms of the show, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, we didn't really set a lot of intentions with the show, like what we wanted to do. We were kind of just like, we're just gonna like sit down and talk.
Yeah.
And we thought like, we were going to maybe have, like, a topic for each single episode.
Yeah, we lost, like, I like having some episodes that have topics, and then some that are just kind of, like, stream of conscious.
But, like, that was always things that we decided together, and, like, we didn't, like, we started the show with just, like, we're just going to fucking wing it, but then we didn't realize that, like, that was just going to be what our show kind of is, just like us talking. We thought like we might evolve a genre,
have some sort of like a format
or something as it went on. Like we said, it was just like a pet project, and then
here we are.
Here we are, but
yeah, I don't really know. I think the only compromise is like just how close we have to sit next to each other for it, and we get warm, like because you have to have the windows closed when you do it.
Honestly, like you'd be surprised how warm you get just talking while sitting here for like an hour.
Move, though. I feel like my core gets really strengthened because I sit in the same position for like an hour.
Exactly. It's so weird.
Maybe my core just dies. Okay. Most anticipated games of 2016. I'm hyped for No Man's Sky, Abzu, Civilization 6, or Civilization. What did I say? Civilization? What the fuck
I don't know. What is that?
Civilization 6 and the new Pokemon.
We're definitely excited for No Man's Sky and Abzu.
Abzu looks cool. That's like
that
an underwater.
Comes out tomorrow, but of course our PlayStation's gone.
Yeah, I don't even think it's going to be back for No Man's Sky. So honestly, rest in peace. I'm really upset.
Yeah.
Though Chris was saying that they aren't giving out like a copy to people that would do video game reviews.
Yeah, they're not giving any review copies out before. I don't know if they're not giving them out at all or just before it launches.
And you were saying
that's generally a sign that this is something that I learned about the industry, is that like game companies, they hire writers to make reviews. Like they hire writers to make a mock review of what they would review it as.
Right.
It's not anything that'll ever be published, so that way the developer can know how they're going to get reviewed when it launches. And so they do that, and then it's kind of indicative if they don't give review copies, it's that it might not be as great of a score as they want known.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, but the other thing I think of is like, because it's like an open world game where you're trying to discover things, maybe they're just trying not to give like random tidbits of like letting everyone claim that shit before the actual players can play.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little weird.
It's a little worrying.
I don't know.
Are gonna get or we're looking at Overcooked.
It just looks fun.
It just looks like a stupid fun game.
It looks like it would be a fun app, too.
Yeah, it's just like your chef's in the kitchen and you gotta stop things from, like, exploding,
it's like
basically.
Diner Dash. I used to be obsessed with Diner Dash,
I played that shit all the time, too.
On my, like, Crazer.
Yeah.
That and Tetris. And I remember, like, when I had to get a new phone and like my Tetris wasn't gonna like forward over to it because I was finally getting like a smartphone.
Yeah.
I was so upset because I had like a really high score. Anyway,
I have a question here.
yes.
Do you consider mac and cheese a Thanksgiving food?
did you ever have it at yours? I didn't.
No, I did not. Are you talking about like that special fancy mac and cheese with the breadcrumbs and
Fuck
stuff?
the
and stuff?
breadcrumbs. Honestly, I just want the mac and the cheese.
There's foods that I don't want, that I just want the simple bare bones, and mac and cheese is one of them.
Yeah.
Also, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's just like, I just want the bread slices and the peanut butter and the jelly.
Damn, I haven't had a PB&J in forever. Did you watch PB&J Otter?
Yes, I did.
Use your noodle, right?
Yeah, oh my god!
Oodalay. They had the houseboat. Oh my god, we were watching House Hunters the other night, and this guy was looking for a houseboat.
Oh my god, I just heard the dog.
Guys, the dog. It wasn't as loud this time. Like, it wasn't like he was dying.
It was subdued.
Yeah, subdued.
Oh, fuck, but yeah.
They were running a houseboat in Seattle.
Yeah, of course. It's like so Seattle.
I didn't even realize that we had that all happening like before we moved here, and then I was like, oh shit.
That's a huge
Would you
community.
live in a houseboat?
I'm too afraid of it. Like, literally.
Too afraid.
Like, not when you just live in like a regular house, you could have like a fire that destroys your entire house. If you live in a houseboat, you could have a fire or a flood and just your entire house sinks. Like, that's double the trouble.
I worry the cats would get out and then who knows where they would go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I would also, for me, I think I would just worry that I would flood.
Yeah.
Like,
really.
what about
That's
if
something
you
gotta
get a lot of
worry
rain in
about.
Seattle, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But
It's too much.
I just want to be on a mountain. I'd rather worry about, like what's a boulder rolling down a hill. You know, I'm more into that.
Oh, fuck. Has the podcast made you guys talk more outside the podcast, or does it make you guys talk less because you want to save your conversations for the podcast? Good question. Good question.
I feel like now, if there was something that I saw that was funny, how am I going to say this? I feel like I keep it from you now.
Yeah.
So that I can, like, bring it up on the podcast so I can get your, like, authentic reaction. But there's plenty of times where Chris will bring something up that I've already heard him talk about. You know what I mean?
It, like, it's never anything, like, we don't...
So, like, serious?
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I
it's
mean?
just, like, stupid, like, news articles or
Yeah,
just stupid
articles.
things that we see, like, or just stupid random things that happen, like you beeping through doors.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah, like, all the embarrassing shit that I do during my afternoon. Yeah, because, like, normally, if I'm just, like, chilling during the day and you're at work and, like, you happen to be, like, on the internet at some point and you see an article, you'll, you know, text it to me and I'll send you a link to one, too.
yeah.
I feel like most of our text conversation is honestly so sad. Is this, like, normal for most couples? Because, like...
If you looked at our text conversation, you'd think we, like, hated each
Yeah,
other.
we do, like, it's literally just, like, links to other things, YouTube thumbnails, pictures of the cats, and,
It's like when I bit.ly a link for you or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Or, like, when you're, like, coming home and I'm, like, asking for your, like, ETA. And I... just mostly just me being, like, do you have your keys?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
random shit like
It's
that.
really not personal. When do we speak? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so wild. It's fine. In honor of Hoagie Fest, what are your go-to Wawa meals? Okay.
It's a fucking hoagie.
Well, I definitely get my hoagie that we've talked in detail with the cucumbers and the pickles.
Yes.
However, I would also get that hummus platter that they have.
Yes.
A soft pretzel if they weren't too stale.
Yes.
Salt and vinegar chips. Probably a Bev.
Stop making me hungry.
A cup of coffee.
Duh.
Ooh, like a 20 ounce with the red little stir to mark it that it's mine.
Yeah, like I would do the coffee and the sub and a bag of chips. That's my go-to right there.
Yeah, I would get the hummus plate if I was feeling like real fun.
Ooh, real fancy.
Ooh, or the like, this is literally, do you remember when I would literally just eat those fucking like cheese cube and pepperoni cups?
Yeah, like honestly,
that was
that's
a fucking
wild
snack.
right?
Now, when's the last time I had pepperoni?
I don't know.
Where's she been? Honestly. Though cheese.
It's the bee's knees.
Okay, so...
All right, so have any advice for how to deal with your significant other who has opposing political opinions?
Ooh, I don't
Basically,
know how I
my
would do
boyfriend
that.
supports Trump and I don't. Things. Honestly.
Okay, honestly, though.
Honestly.
I don't know. I would probably just not be dating them.
I would never.
I couldn't.
I'm sorry. I would never date a Trump supporter. I could not. I could
But-
not do that.
you have a life and you have your, you know what I mean?
You
like,
have your reasons.
You know him.
You get it.
You know him. But man, that's a
like
situation
one of those,
I don't know what I would. I just don't think I'd be there. You
that's
know what
one
I
of
mean?
those taboo topics they say to never bring up on first dates. Is like family
But I want
politics and
that.
stuff. You know what I mean?
I gotta know. Like,
Yeah, I know. Like those are the things that I want to know because like I gotta know if I'm wasting my time here or not, guys.
See, I know everybody hates on social media and stuff, but like I'm not gonna lie, I've saved myself a lot of trouble by going to Facebook and seeing if they have fucking conservative there. Like I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? Chris used to have his Facebook say that. And
yeah,
it was, I literally was like, okay, I don't think this is gonna work out.
that was before I actually like critically looked at like my views and realized, hey,
Everybody just
not.
writes what their parents are. I get it.
Yeah.
I didn't. My mom hated me. Oh my god. When I made my Facebook say Democratic, like in what, like 10th grade, they were so mad. Oh, also, little tidbit. I was on my Facebook the other day. I just thought about this. I was looking in the settings, like on my about, because I just wanted to like update my about to like just say nothing, basically.
Yeah.
And I saw that I have listed, like, when it says who I'm interested in, it says men and women, but it's private. And so at some point in my life, I decided to make that say men and women, but have it only that I could see it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't remember doing it, but I guess, like, I could
Maybe
see
that was just
myself
like
doing
one
that.
moment when you were like feeling spicy, where you
Yeah,
were like,
but I never
coming
made it
out
public.
to myself.
How sad is that? Yeah, that was me coming out to myself. I don't even remember doing it. But I just saw that the other
Weird.
day and I was like, oh, should I public that? Or like, is it just like, it's too done? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to like have people like be alerted, like, you know what I mean? Does it alert people anymore? I don't even know. I haven't used Facebook.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because Facebook alerts me to everything.
I know. They're like, your friend is interested in an event near you. And I'm like, well, I'm not.
Yeah, right?
I'm not. Sometimes I am, though. Sometimes it is helpful. I'm not going to lie.
When Facebook, like, the things they do with birthdays now, it just, like, really kills it.
I know.
It's like, you can thank everybody at once. It also compiles, like, the best birthday wishes that you got into, like, a special little presentation for you.
Does it really?
Yeah. Like, that's just too impersonal now.
It's so weird because, like, I've stopped wishing people happy birthdays on Facebook.
Yeah.
If it's someone that I'm friends with who I text at all ever, then
Yeah.
I'll send them a text if I like am notified via Facebook, you know what I mean? Because I just feel like it seems a little bit more personal that
Yeah.
way. But like every year you still get people writing on your wall and it's like I don't even know that I didn't even know we were still friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right?
You're like,
It's so
holy
weird.
shit. I feel really weird about it because I'm like, you don't have to say anything. Like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Save it for the people that talk to me.
This
you
profile
know?
is just here as a placeholder.
It's literally here to house my like page that I can sync
and these
through
random
Instagram.
old photos that I... Oh my god, it's just for logging into other things.
Literally, okay, honestly, I use Facebook just to log into things quicker.
Yeah.
On like everything, and that's pretty much like the main reason why I have it still.
Isn't Plant Nanny synced through Facebook or something like that? Maybe?
No.
That's through the cloud. Never mind.
I have no idea. Plant Nanny's a mystery to me.
Plant Nanny.
Drink your water, kids.
Have you guys ever tried kimchi?
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Didn't we drag the Food Network?
Yeah, we dragged Food Network a couple episodes ago because
Oh
they
my
were like,
God.
kimchi is so bad.
They acted like it was like the scariest, smelliest ingredient ever, and it's literally just fucking pickled cabbage, or it's fermented, but it tastes
Yeah.
like pickled cabbage with spice. It's so good.
When
It's
I went
daikon
to,
though, right? Not cabbage? Maybe it
uh,
is cabbage.
I'm not sure, but when I went to Korean barbecue and like they gave you a bunch of kimchi to like eat with whatever the fuck you're having, like it was fantastic. I think it's great.
It's so good when you put it like on something like a sandwich, and you just get. I always want to put a pickle in everything, so that's
Yeah.
like a spicy pickle. It's so good.
Ice
though.
cream, have a pickle.
Though, yeah, like you know how people like when they're pregnant or whatever, they're all ice cream and pickles. That's
You would have the most
me.
boring flavor profile.
I'd
if you
probably
were
crave
pregnant.
saltines.
You would crave vanilla ice cream. Like
I probably wouldn't even want that. I'd probably want like vanilla Yoplait.
yeah.
Like ew,
Oh my god.
Just too much.
Fuck, like matzah.
matzah. Fuck matzah. Honestly, a sin. I don't know why the Jews insist on punishing us every fucking year with all these holidays that are literally just like, be miserable, man. Like, the Christians, they got their fucking rabbits, and they got their goddamn Jolly Santa, and then here I am crying over saltwater seaweed or whatever. No. You know what I'm saying, guys.
Yeah.
We've all been there. Is
What?
what? Also, is Chris recording this podcast with the new Harry Potter book in his hand?
It's right next to me.
Yo.
It's right there.
It is. I didn't even realize that. Also, a moment of silence for Mama Squirrel that attacked Rachel, and cheers to Rebel Chris for smashing bottles. Yo. Those are the earliest days.
Mm-hmm. Those were some...
When Chris was arrested.
Wild stories.
And
my trombone days.
The trombone, honestly, will always be the best story that you ever told me. I wish I could go back in time to the moment where you first told me
like a fly on the wall in that moment.
Oh, man. Wouldn't you love to be like a fly on the wall in the moment where you first met me?
Yo, oh my god.
Too real, too deep. I love to drag you for it because, like, it doesn't actually upset me, but it's just so funny because that's exactly the reality that I would live in. Mm-hmm. Where my, like, steady boyfriend of, like, 6 years doesn't remember the first time we met. Like, I feel like that's a very 2015 me.
It's just a very Rubles life thing.
It is, and, like, I can't even be bitter because, you know, you don't remember shit.
Yeah.
Like, it would be different if that was, like, the only thing.
If it was the only thing, but no, it's just, like, across the board.
He's got, like, a photographic memory, except for that moment. I actually was never there.
Oh my god.
I mean, honestly, we couldn't even jog your memory because they tore down the building where it all began.
Yeah, right. Can't even, like, go there and have, like, crazy flashbacks or
We'll
something.
take you to, like, hypno.
Oh my
whatever.
god, hypnotherapy, some bullshit like that.
And then they'll just be like, okay, here it is. And they'll show me wearing that purple lipstick.
Oh my god.
That's the part. I'm like, you wouldn't remember purple lipstick? I feel like, I don't know, maybe.
I can't explain.
I remember exactly what you were wearing. You were wearing that stupid white hoodie that I hated.
Yeah, I know.
And I was wearing a gray, like, sweater dress thing.
I can't explain it.
It was a Tuesday. Honestly, guys, I have too vivid of a memory. That's why I can't sleep. Next question.
Well, I've got an email here that...
an email,
yeah,
okay.
It's a new chunk advice.
Ah.
Hey, Chris, Rachel, Squoo, and Lila.
Hey.
I'm a college student who lives alone. I'm about to get a new kitten. She'll be about 7 or 8 weeks old when I get her. I'm so excited, and I had cats all my life growing up, but I haven't had one since living on my own. She'll probably be alone a lot during the day since I have school and work, and I want to make sure she's not too lonely or bored before I get home. Of course, she'll get plenty of cuddles and love when I'm home for the rest of the time. Yeah. Do you have any tips for helping a new cat adjust to your home and keeping them occupied and happy? I'm also wondering what's best to do if I have to go on a trip. If you have any products, food, toys, litter you recommend as well, I appreciate it.
Well, I would definitely say, like, making sure there are windows hopefully available. That'll keep them really occupied. Like, if there's any kind of bird situation, people walking by, anything, that keeps them very entertained. You can also try leaving on, like, a TV or, you know, something playing sound because it helps, like...
Yeah,
keep
just
them
make
company.
it seem, yeah.
Especially if there's, like, a loud noise when you're not around. Like, it might drown it out.
A toy that they can play with themselves with.
Yeah, something that, like, just keeps them occupied. Like a puzzle kind of toy, you know, where they have to, like, get to something, like a ball that's, like, in a track, or...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, those tracks with the ball inside.
Or, even I've read online that the balls that deliver them, like, little pieces of food or treats, that, like, triggers their hunting instinct or whatever, and it keeps them, like, keeps their mind really fresh and everything, and so that could be also something that would occupy them because they're going to smell the food and stuff.
Honestly, though, like, cats, they
sleep so much.
They sleep so much, and they are more of a solitary, like, they show their love in different ways, and they are, like, more solitary. They like to be in the same vicinity as you, but they don't have to be, like, up your ass.
It's like, as soon as we get home, they're very excited that we're there, and then that wears off, like, after, like, half hour.
Honestly, when you tweeted that, like, they were looking at the door sad when I left, like...
That shook you.
That really, like,
I
can't leave.
It was so cute. They were both sitting there, like, just staring at the door, because sometimes Chris will, like... I don't know, like, go down the hall to take out, like, trash or something like that. And so they'll think you're coming back, and they'll, like, listen for your little jingling of your keys. And you weren't jingling this time.
No.
I think they actually can hear the elevator, and they know that, like...
Yeah, they're fine-tuned hearing.
They're so fucking smart.
Yeah, they hear things, and we're like, is there a ghost? Because we didn't hear anything.
But in terms of leaving, like, on vacation, like, just make sure you get, like, an extra litter pan. It's always nice to have, like, a couple, even, like, if you're feeling real paranoid, like, 2 litter pans, just in case. Yeah. You know, that way they have definitely lots of clean options for them to go in when you're gone. You can't change it, but, like, only leave them for, like, you know, like, 3 days or whatever. And just leave out tons of food and water, and make sure that your windows are closed real well.
Yes.
That's the one thing I hate. Like, sometimes I think, like, oh, I'll leave the window open, you know? Not like, there's obviously a screen on it, but I'll want to leave it to air it out, but I never do because I'm just so paranoid that they're just going to, like, jump out. I don't know why.
I know. It's so... we're just very protective of them.
I know. My little bench.
Going on a trip is fine. Like, they'll be okay for a couple days, like, on their own. You know, obviously, like...
Plus, you'll be seeing them the day you leave and the day you return, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and, like, I wouldn't suggest getting an animal if in any situation if you were going to be, like, on trips all the time and away all the time. But, like, it sounds like it's going to be, like, every once in a while kind of thing, and that's okay.
Yeah. I want pictures also. Because I've never had a cat 9 weeks old, 8 weeks old.
Oh, yeah?
Ever. The youngest we've ever had was Lila younger than Squeezy? Was she like 5 months and he was like 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 months old.
This is emails from Samantha. It was just a fun little email to read. And she said, I'm Samantha, and I've been following Rachel on YouTube and Tumblr since 2012, and I've been here for the ride ever since. I just wanted to congratulate you two in the chunks on the successes you have had in Seattle. Every year I take a trip to California during the first week of August, and I remember being here exactly a year ago on the beach listening to episode 1. Your first words, Is this thing on? This podcast has definitely grown into something much more than you guys expected, and I'm glad you enjoy it so much. I haven't missed an episode yet, and I don't plan to. Thank you guys for letting us have a slice of you in the chunkos. Not one episode has failed to make me laugh or smile. This podcast is one hell of a chutney, and it's going places. So happy to support you guys, and I'll always continue to do so. Best of luck to you four, and here's to another year of Corn and Food Network inside jokes.
Yes!
That was just like the most concise summary of this show.
Oh my god,
in one email.
Thank you. That's so nice. I mean, hey, we've been here since the first episode, and I just, like, can't imagine...
Can't imagine anything.
I'm one of those people that, like, really, I just downplay it all, because I really just truly don't expect that much of people in terms of this, and, like, this provides me with so much happiness, and I'm just so happy to be able to, like, have something like this to do 2 times a week that really keeps me, like, I don't know, just keeps me going.
It'll just be really crazy to see in a year where we are again.
I know.
Because a year ago I was losing my job and things were just like...
And right now you're like, you've been at this job longer than all of your other ones.
Yeah.
Besides, like, Millersville jobs.
Yeah, but that doesn't really count.
We're talking, like, current career status, though.
Yeah.
And, I mean, hey, like, I don't know. What's changed in my life? I'm blonde. Like, the end. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot better skin. And, you know, I've been doing
I think
things.
you've developed more with, you know, the things that you're dealing with, and, you know...
I'm working on some shit.
Yeah, you're working on it. And, like,
she's working.
From this point a year ago, I feel like you understand yourself a lot more than what you did then.
Yo, I was, let's be honest, I was a fucking mess a year ago. At this point, you're losing your job. I just lost my family and my closest friends. And I was like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Let's start a podcast. And now here I am, and I'm, like, doing a lot better. Been going to therapy for a whole year, and, like, you know, making friends in Seattle, and just doing other things, and, I don't know, taking a lot more time to, like, get my health back on track.
Yes.
Instead of focusing on, like, I don't know, wasting my time on other people that don't, like, even fucking deserve it. So it's
working
like...
on yourself. And finding your way.
So that's what I've been doing. Doing a lot of that. And a lot of face masks. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
Honestly, your skincare routine evolution through this past year?
It's went on a ride, man. I mean, also our diet. I mean, hey.
Yeah, true.
It's just everything. I mean, hey, we have 2 cats. I know that we had 2 cats when we started the podcast, but we've only had 2 cats since moving to Seattle. And it still feels really fresh, like, that we're here in Seattle, too.
It's wild. It feels like we've been here forever, but also that it's new.
Like, it doesn't go away how excited I am to be living in this city that I actually really like and, like, enjoying the place where I live. That still doesn't get old. I get so excited every day. But then I think about it, and it's like, I'm so used to living here now, but I'm also... It's still fresh to me. Like, we've only been here for 2 years.
Yeah, no, it's really wild. Just comparing to the fact that, like, I spent 22 years of my life in Pennsylvania. Only 2 years of my life here, but yet so much has happened. Like, it's crazy.
Shit happens when you're paying bills.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. But yeah. I guess that's the show. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
1 whole year, man. Here's to another.
It's been crazy. And, in like a week or so, we're going to have our 100th episode, which is another crazy milestone.
Yeah, we'll be announcing some cool shit.
Yeah.
Get ready for that.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for everything over the past year.
For having a cup of coffee with us.
Yeah, for clinking with us for a whole year.
A whole year. And even if you hate the show, thanks for the downloads.
Yeah,
like,
honestly it's really great.
Truly, everything has really just been great, honestly. For the future, one of the things that my goal personally is just to get more interesting people on the show to interview. That's my goal. I really like the episode that we did.
The episode that we did with Andy.
I just want to do more with other people that work in different industries than us.
Yeah.
Because that's just so interesting to me.
We're going to be going, actually, guys, we're going to PAX West.
Oh, yeah.
For the podcast. So we'll be doing some coverage of that on the podcast. But, maybe, we can get some other interesting
I just don't even know
there.
who's coming. I didn't even think we were going to be able to go. So
yeah,
now
there's
we're
going to
going.
be lots of different media folk there. So maybe we can get
Scrounge
somebody else
up
on
an
the
interview.
show. That would be really great.
Yeah. So anyway, once again, thanks for having a cup of coffee with us.
Yep.
And we'll see you in our next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
I had my mug that time. I was ready for that clinkety clink.
Clinko.
All right, so for binge time, we are going to harken back to the olden days where we just came up with shit off the top of our head for Flavor Town.
Off the cuff.
Off the fucking cuff.
We brought it back. All right. I'm rusty. Let's do it.
Rusty on this shit. So let's see how we do. We've got Nicole.
Nicole is the coals that are...
toasting a pork butt?
Yes. We got Carissa, as always, cruising down into Flavor Town in a red Corvette.
A classic. Sloan Nolan
is
a slow-cooked pork butt in Guy Fieri's kitchen.
Absolutely. Sarah Booth is one of the flame leather patterned seats of a booth in the diner, obviously.
Diners driving knives.
I hate myself. Okay.
Oh my god, Allison Sense. Allison Sense is the overall scent of roasted meats that is coming through Flavor Town.
Hunter Curtis is the courtesy to always tip the flame covered bellhops in the hotel.
Yeah. Megan Rackley is...
a rack of ribs being smothered with barbecue.
Yes. Taylor Collins is calling for a meeting in the town square to talk about...
lamb shank.
Heather Ann. Oh my god, Jinx.
And this is why we call this Flavor Town. You are the official flavor manuscript holder. You have all the flavors written down in your bestiary.
Okay. Sloan 4.
You're how full I feel after Thanksgiving being celebrated in Flavor Town.
That's a different kind of fool.
Yeah.
Emma Corbeil.
I mean, you're the corned beef. Brisket.
Yeah, being celebrated St. Patrick's Day in Flavor
rubbed.
Town. Every meat is being rubbed.
Yeah.
Danielle Manus is yelling
at a manager about these amazing prices. Because I feel like only happy shit happens. It's like Pleasantville in Flavor Town.
Oh, yes, definitely. Kate Convery is having a conversation with Guy Fieri about his hair gel choice.
Nice.
Ishbel Mendez.
We got a bell ringing in the town square, and
it's dinner time.
Dinner.
Kat Vallejos.
Kat is one of the cats. Actually, there's a lot of cats.
Yeah, there are tons of cats in Flavor Town.
And you're just one of them that is happening to be covered in barbecue.
Yeah.
Because you rolled around in it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just going to happen.
Emily Lewis.
Emily is losing this game of Guys Grocery Games that's being set up on the
lawn.
Soundstage. I mean, fuck, that's where they shoot it, right?
Hannah Labelsid.
You're putting all of Guy Fieri's pictures on all the labels of his various sauces.
Yes. Anthony Hood.
You're a flame.
You got a
encroached hoodie.
Yeah. The hood has Guy Fieri's hair.
Sunglasses. On the back of your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, why hasn't that been made?
Yo, that
like
should
a hoodie
be.
that has
I hope
his
that is.
sunglasses on the back. That'd be funny.
Talia Miller.
Talia is the tall order of beer to go with that breaded chicken. I don't know.
Jennifer Habgood.
Have you ever had good brisket? Well, now you have.
You haven't had good brisket until you've gone to Flavortown.
Yeah.
Daisy Blossom Dottie. You are the blossoming...
Zucchini flowers ready for the fryer.
Oh my god.
To be stuffed with ricotta.
Madison Greer.
You are Nash Greer getting kicked the fuck out of Flavortown.
Because, Madison Wolf is the wolf howling in the Flamewood Forest.
Whoa. Forgot about the Flamewood Forest.
It's a classic. Megan McNally.
Is the...
Another... is in the alley.
Ooh. Of the...
diner.
Flavortown.
Yes. Rummaging through the dumpster.
Whoa. So
rude.
much happened there.
Skylar Medley is looking up to the sky to see the fireworks that are exploding into the shape of pork butts.
Beautiful.
Cat.
Cat is Cat Cora, Iron Chef, visiting the town.
Yes. Ilka.
Ilka is a
Milky
whey bar.
Ooh, being
in
sold
the vending machine in the convenience store
in the
of
Shell gas station.
Flavored.
It's always there, the Shell.
Shell.
Corey Springfield.
Corey's playing Toss That Pork Butt in the Springfield.
Toss that pigskin.
That's what I meant.
Oh, fuck. Josie West is using the compass to try and figure out which way is west to locate
the brisket. I don't know why there's a lot of brisket.
Sarah Cook.
You're cooking up a storm for the Flavortown Fiesta Feast of Fridays.
Ooh. Jennifer Cornwell is
making a nice cornbread to go up Chris's ass. Like, if I'm being honest.
Sophia Cock.
You are on a sofa in the IKEA franchised with Flavortown.
Oh, fantastic.
Something private labeling.
Ash Roselle.
You're the ashes of all of that Applewood smoking.
That has happened in this town.
So much.
Mariah Hanna is hand delivering some fresh meats to Guy Fieri's doorstep.
Talk about farm to table.
Nicole Allen.
Nicole is calling all the...
Hey, all you people.
telling everyone, come over to this diner. Because we've got a fantastic egg-free dish. Because Guy Fieri hates eggs.
Yes. Cody Castillo.
Cody is casting off into the river of Flavortown, fishing.
Yes. Beth Fonseca.
Beth is...
taking a bath in barbecue sauce.
I mean, it could happen.
It would be happening. Sophie Adams.
Sophie is adding up the amount of sunglasses being sold at the Sunglass Hut.
Yes. Christina Contreras.
Christina is telling everybody that the country's finest pork butt is found in Flavortown.
Not a lie. Allison Dowell is down at the docks.
On the harbor of Flavortown.
Yes. Catherine Simpson.
Catherine is simply so into smoking meats.
Bridget Carey Davis is
carrying
a
big vat of pickles to the deli of Flavortown.
All right. Marlene Naj.
Marlene is leaning against the silos where Jip and Joanna live in Flavortown.
Oh my god, they're here?
I guess.
Gator Liriano.
I thought you said Gatorade for a minute. Cater could be catering. Ooh.
Oh my god, he's catering the
Christmas ahi.
Yeah.
The big Christmas dinner.
Yes.
In the center of Flavortown.
Rebecca O'Donnell is beckoning to everyone to come to the Christmas dinner for a celebration.
This ahi is hot off the presses.
Kendall Berg. is throwing all of the iceberg lettuce out of town because
We
that's
only
not
have romaine
welcome
here, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Allie McGregor.
Allie is gregariously... I always want to say that, but I never know where to go with that. Allie is actually always going to live in Flavortown because it's the best brisket place to go.
Yeah. Megan Grilly is the grill master.
On the grilling of the ahi.
Yep. Chloe Killip.
Chloe is killing this game of...
Grocery games.
Yeah, but no. Chloe is killing this game of pin the goatee on the Fieri.
Oh, Ian Murphy
Is murdering anyone who has anything bad to say about Guy Fieri.
Oh my god.
So honestly, chill, Ian.
Elizabeth Holbrook.
Elizabeth is broken after finding out that one of the flamewood trees
Was chopped down.
It's awful.
Cassandra Buckout is
Well, Cassandra's
got her
buck out.
to
Classic.
pick up a flame
Nice big bottle
button-up.
of... I was going to say mayo.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Maddie Pullman.
Maddie is wrapping some sausage links around a pole.
Ooh, decoration.
Decor.
Amanda Marie.
Marie Callender actually is going to do a brand integration with the mayor of Flavortown, Guy Fieri. So that's what's happening.
Just to let you know, Guy Fieri holds every seat in like the office, the political offices.
Oh yeah, he's
the governor, he's the
whole thing.
mayor, he's everything.
Total dictator. And Tater
Dictator
is
Todd.
Dictator Todd.
Oh my god, Jane Shell is running the Shell gas station that is in the center of Flavortown.
Nice, gassy.
Jackie Bergiulio.
Jackie is bridging the gap between roasted and charred in this smoker.
Camellia Malky is trying to lay out plans to develop a mall near Flavortown.
MOF, Mall of Flavor.
Oh. Caitlin Whalen.
Caitlin is wailing, obviously, because Guy Fieri just announced we're out of Applewood smoked bacon.
Oh my god, no!
That's horrible.
Lucy Ravenscroft is crafting a lovely chair for Guy Fieri to sit in at the head of the table.
Beautiful.
Cody Robinson.
Cody's robbing all of the stores of their sausage links to wrap around the rest of the Maddie Pullmans.
Lauren Siobhan.
Lauren is, she's got a shiv.
Oh my god.
She's gonna cut down these links because she's not into it.
She wants to eat some of them.
Yeah.
Taco Roach.
Ooh, Taco is...
assembling the world's largest taco in the town square.
That sounds like Stars Hollow.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm being honest.
Allison Francois.
Allison is frankly really enjoying the Christmas ahi, but kind of wants a different protein next year.
Oh my god, how dare you.
I know.
Haley Cadwalder.
Haley is looking for Haley's Comet to fly right over center Flav.
Yes, that's how you locate Flavortown.
Yeah.
Margarita.
Margarita is actually making a margarita that is a bright red color.
Ooh.
Like a flame. Get it?
Sarah Seaman is the seaman coming is coming in on a boat
Yes.
from sea.
In the harbor of Flavortown. Gotcha.
Flavortown, yeah.
I know, I was going there too.
Chloe Archer.
Chloe is playing archery actually, and the target is just one fatty pork loin.
Oh. Dana Daly is circulating the Daily
Flame.
The Daily Flame.
That's a newspaper.
Yeah.
That goes around.
Megan Wilson.
Megan is willing to bet that FedEx did sponsor Castaway in some way. I just feel like we had to bring that back up.
Jackie Lampo is changing the light bulb in one of the flame lamps in the town square.
To like a red light bulb.
Yeah.
Nice. We're
Claire
recording.
Wood is looking for some Applewood bacon.
Yeah, the Applewood shortage is really hitting Flavortown hard.
And the economy. Kelly Adams.
Kelly is
Adamant.
adamant about finding 6 cayennes.
Oh, for what?
Who?
Find
A
out
pork
next
rub.
week. Hannah Peterson.
Hannah is peering around a corner to get a glimpse at the old Fieri.
Jenna Gordonier is
Going near the gourds to pick out which one is the most flavorful for the fall harvest soup.
I love that it's fall in this timeline.
I know.
Sasha Smith.
And Christmas. Did you notice?
Yeah, it's everywhere. Sasha Smith.
Sasha is smithing away at Guy Fieri's merch knives.
Oh my god, yes. Sarah
Sarah is
a Stara.
Ooh. Stara or Scara? Who?
Staring
At the sun setting over the Flavortown hills.
Yes. Bridget Dubin is
On the bridge.
into Flavortown.
On a horse.
Ooh.
Giddy up.
Flynn and Drew
Flynn and Drew
have drawn a beautiful banner to hang up on the town square to celebrate this magnificent event.
Yeah.
Jax
is
Eddie Jackson paying a visit for this special occasion.
Wow. I love that. Barbecue Blitz.
Hillary Gay.
Hillary is actually rolling down one of the Flavortown hills very happily.
Yes.
Like, on purpose. On purpose.
Anna Hernandez.
Anna is desolate because the Applewood shortage has really hit home.
Oh, man. Your favorite. Courtney White.
Courtney
Is the white hair atop Guy Fieri's beautiful head.
Oh my god, that's a place to be.
Elizabeth Doles is
You're a fucking Dole pineapple.
cracking that can open.
Cracking that juice that you sip from the top. Is anyone else?
Yeah.
That's you.
Megan Preyes.
Megan is praying that we all stop what we're doing with this show.
Mackenzie Knight.
Mackenzie loves nightlife in Flavortown because there's always that song that's like,
Just playing everywhere.
yeah. Yeah.
That's what plays at the top of every hour.
Yeah, like that's the town bell.
And Rachel Evans
Is eventually going to figure out, honestly, where Flavortown is located. It's kind of like Bermuda's Triangle, but in the shape of a pork butt.
Yes.
You know?
It's fantastic.
So that was something else.
All right, for you other beanchos, you are...
I would say you are each strap.
You are each one of Guy Fieri's many button-up shirts.
With, like, the weird kind of vest-looking thing over it?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I
We
love
got
that.
Allie Malone
We got Kathleen Wynn.
and Rose Barnett.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening to the show, supporting it, keeping it on the web.
Yeah. For all you patrons out there, we will be posting on the Patron page when we'll be doing the live show for the month.
Yes.
If you haven't seen the changes that are going on, just check out Patreon. We've been posting on there about this. So,
Yeah.
we'll let you know when that live stream's happening. But thank you guys so much. Special thank you to you guys.
Seriously.
Really, for... without your support, this show would not be able to be where we're at right now. Who knows if we would have made it through this year.
Whole year, yeah.
Honestly, you guys have no idea how much you guys really helped us out, especially in the early times when, I did lose my job and stuff like that. It really meant so much to us.
Seriously, and it just goes to show, how kind and wonderful the community of you guys are. We just couldn't say enough amazing things about it. And everyone that I know is always, so... not jealous, but everybody's your community, your fucking patrons and everyone, are just so cool, and we know. We fucking know.
We know you
so
guys
lucky.
are fucking great, and we can't wait to just do so much more for you guys.
I know. So we love you guys, and we'll see you in our next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.